but it's inconvenient right now. So what's your excuse? Okay, consume some fresh food. Done any marketing for Gifties? I don't want to brag. We have a small internet campaign. We're kind of a big deal. Please don't order coffee today. We don't have any. I didn't clean my fucking store. Oh. 94 is pretty good. Also, I know I was gonna say, talking about nutrition on Twitch is always like a recipe for disaster. Mainly because I'm not a nutritionist, but even if I was, I don't think that would really help. But like, I just feel better the less meat I eat. I always remember like when I was a vegetarian before I went to Korea, I lost like 15, 20 pounds in 6 months, and I was eating like a damn horse. I was eating 3 square meals a day and then like maybe a fourth meal right before bed. The only difference was instead of eating meals that come with meat, I was eating meals that had no meat. They hate me. They hate me. That's because you were 20? Well, how did my ass get fat in the first place, dummy? Okay, donut's still a little pricey. That's all right, we hodl. I wasn't eating cake. I was eating a lot of, like vegetarian soups and stuff like that. But I don't know. I was 20 when I got fat as well. Okay, hang on. Bizman me. People are not loving Snoopy's right now. I'm gonna let's lower this price. I'll tell you what, their donuts are now $3.99. Assign myself. How about now? Imagine sitting down, you're eating a $4.19 donut, and then the dude just says now they're $3.99. It's not just like the lack of meat. Like it's definitely also that, especially this was like 2010 or something like that. It limited you in such a way that you didn't notice that you had better habits. Like you're not gonna go through the McDonald's drive-through and be like, "Can I just have a medium fry, please?" By the way, some of you people are crazy. We went through the McDonald's drive-through on Sunday, okay? On the way back from Costco. This is how fucked the Costco food court was. We were at Costco. We said, I'm not going into that food court. Are you crazy? It looks like it's pandemonium in there. So we went through the McDonald's drive-through. The screens at the drive-through were somehow inverted. So normally when you order, you see your food pop up on the screen. This time, we ordered, we saw the person in front of us. Their food popped up on the screen. I was under the impression that people go to McDonald's and they say, I'll have a number 6 meal with a medium Coke Zero, whatever. I saw 2 people's orders go by. The first one I don't even remember, but it looked like my taxes. It was like an itemized list of 18 things, none of which were meals. They were like, they ordered, it was like it was Midwestern dim sum. They were, I'll take one of these, one of these, one of these, one of these. The guy, I could hear with my window open, the other window when they were ordering, and then I watched it pop up on the screen. It was like 1 medium fry. And I was like, who the hell's going through the McDonald's drive-thru for 1 medium fry? And then it was like medium Coke. Then it was 1 Junior McChicken. Then it was like 4 ketchup packs. And I was like, what the fuck is this guy on? Then it was 2 apple pies. Then it was like 1 sweet and sour sauce, 1 barbecue sauce, 1 McDouble. Like it just kept coming. It was like that they were like spinning a wheel to figure out what they were going to order next. It's crazy, man. It came to like $21. They just sell combos. You could just be like, give me a sandwich, fries, and a drink. I mean, it's your order. I'm just saying, like, it's. I didn't know people lived like that. I mean, they could be ordering for multiple people, in which case they're a better person than me. Because if I was in a room with like 3 of my friends, and then one person was like, hey, can I get a Junior McChicken, a McDouble, a medium Coke, and 4 ketchup packs? I'd be like, no. Here's the 10 value meals. You pick one. Because I'm not, my ass is not going, like, I don't want to go with a stenographer to have to make sure I get this order right. Same thing, like, I would never do, like, a group order at Subway. Because as soon as somebody goes, like, oh, can you toast the bread before you put the meat on, and then I'll get a half white cheese, half orange cheese? I'd be like, no, your ass doesn't get a sandwich. I'm sorry. Can you make sure they put 2 lines of mayonnaise on? No, I'm getting 6 sandwiches. You don't get to have exactly what you want. You get to have, it's going to be in your zone somewhere, and then there's going to be a little variance, and we're going to have to live with that, okay? It's 4 p.m. I can't go to sleep yet. What am I doing? What am I doing? I need to buy coffee cups. F1. Cup of coffee. Cup of coffees. Oh, my favorite store in White Distro. You can order whatever you want by yourself. I may make fun of it a little bit, but I make fun of myself all the time as well. Please turn the music off. Who turned on my car stereo while I was gone? But if this is like a group order, I'm sorry to tell you that you don't get to make. You can make like 1 default substitution. You can make more if you're allergic, but. Like, I don't like everything on my Subway sandwich. Mostly because I just feel like lettuce plus spinach just fucks up the leaf to everything else ratio. And honestly, this is personal. I guess everything's personal preference. But I don't like the pickled jalapenos on my sandwich because I just feel like the spiciness and the vinegar flavor, it just dominates everything else. I like them in some things, but I don't really like them in a Subway sandwich. Now, that being said, if a friend of mine was like, hey, I'm going to do a group order from Subway, I got 5 other guys here who are getting the sandwich, like, what do you want? I would be like, okay, give me like a foot-long turkey. And then he would presumably say, everything on it? And I'd say, you know what? Sure. I'll live with that. It might not be my ideal sandwich, but it's still a sandwich. I'm not gonna cry. Now, if I was allergic to something, I would be like, oh, no peanuts, please, but. We need some donuts, too? Maybe. I guess we might as well while we're here. Screw. Donuts. Donuts? Donuts? Call me Duncan the way I do not? What was Chib's other one that I thought was really good? Call me Beavis the way I eat butt, something like that. Yeah, that sounds right. He did say, I'll be your IUD, baby. Just put me up there and I'll T-pose for 8 months. 18 months. The way call me Beavis the way I give butt head. That's it. Oh, man. Oh, that's a good one. Andreessen. Why don't you just drive all day? Somebody's got to keep the wheels of commerce turning. Every time. I do like driving though. If anyone else here is like on baby or toddler nap duty, listen. I like walking. Walking with the stroller is like number one nap tech for me. Hey, hey, hey. Driving with the baby in the car seat is like number two nap tech. You're just your brain is occupied. You're listening to some music, lightly. You're at risk of getting killed in a crash, but you're because you drive so much, it's like normalized. You don't really feel that risk on a daily basis. It's usually like driving feels completely safe, and then out of nowhere, you're like, "Whoa!" And then you're like, "I'm good. I'm okay. I'm good." And the worst is just her in her crib. Because usually I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? I can't make any noise. It's not like I can start recording a YouTube video. 2 minutes later, she'll be like, meh. Okay. Managed storage. This business is proving a lot harder to get off the ground. No wonder nobody was running a donut shop in downtown Manhattan. Good. Good. How long do kids sleep in the crib? At night, like maybe like 10 hours now. For a nap, like 0 to 90 minutes, but it's like the crib is the dice roll. I mean, walk outside is just goated. Because, like, if she doesn't fall asleep early, you're like, let's just go to the playground. And then she's, like, jumping around on playground equipment, and she gets tired, and then she takes a nap. And if she wakes up early, you're like, let's go to the playground. Or, like, let's go to a store or something like that. You're getting errands done. Let's check out the coffee price. Ooh, they're not so mad about Snoopy's anymore. Cup of coffee, $3.10. Give that a shot for a day. By the way, I'm in like a huge Pokemon Go bear market. I don't think I have caught a non-community day shiny in Pokemon Go since like January. I haven't caught anything remarkable. Oh, sorry, put this back. I don't know if they lowered the rate or something like that, but it's... I mean, they're quite rare. We need a second employee. Like, normally, I would say a shiny in Pokemon Go is like... it's like a 1 in 100. Maybe like a 1 in 200 on average. But, like, I probably caught like 2,000 Pokemons is the last shiny I got. Not counting community days. We need a second employee, man. This is getting crazy. You need to get out more? My ass is hitting my step goal. You don't even worry about... I'm not going to show you. I'm going to open my Samsung Health app. Today, we're not doing so hot. 321 steps. That being said, I did do 90 minutes on the Peloton starting at 6:45 a.m. So I'm not going to... And plus, we still got some time left today. Saturday, well, let's start Friday, 10,000 steps, 8 kilometers. Saturday, 12,000 steps, 9 kilometers. Sunday, 14,000 steps, 11 kilometers. Yesterday, 6,300 steps, 4.77 kilometers. Most of that is Pokemon Go time, man. You know I'd be hatching those eggs. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Turns out people love coffee. Also, I'm embarrassed to say, I never thought it would happen. My ass is, I'm like true free to play Pokemon Go now. I am out of potions. I've got a ton of revives, but like I can't fight the Team Rocket Pokestops anymore because I have like a one regular ass potion. You put that shit on a Gyarados, the meter doesn't even move. So I don't know what I'm spinning as much as I think I had like hundreds of potions. And then I just was mindlessly fighting the Team Rocket grunts without worrying about like type advantages and everything. Or anything, I should say, and it just came back to bite me in the ass. Like, my burn rate got too high. I'd catch my ass investing all my potions with Silicon Valley Bank. That's also true! Nobody fucking sends me gifts anymore, man! Even my wife doesn't send me gifts. I get one gift a week from, like, either my niece or my brother-in-law. Nobody else... This game has got, like, a huge attrition rate. Nobody plays this anymore. I parked in a paid parking spot! No! Wait, am I? Oh, I'm not parked in my normal spot, that's for sure. Thank you. I don't want to give my Pokemon Go code, though. Because I want to send people gifts as well to clean out my inventory, but it would just like completely dox my walking route like almost every single day. So like I gotta be careful. I have to like drive out of town, spin 8 stops, drive back into town, and then go on my walk. I don't know if Pokemon Go will still be big in 20 years, but like it's just a way to pass the time when you're walking around. Like what else would I be doing? I would just be, I don't know. You can't really play Pokemon, or you can't really play like Super Auto Pets and walk around. Listen to podcasts? I'm listening to podcasts while I play Pokemon Go. Take in nature? I'm gonna take it in nature while I play Pokemon Go. I got 2 eyeballs. What's the baby doing? They're in the damn stroller. That's why I need Web3 gaming to take off. Because then at least like my walks could turn into like a productive time, you know? Like instead of just catching Pokemon, what? Just to look at? Just to fight other people's Pokemon? I could earn like, you know, like a cool crystal sword or something like that. And like every kilometer that I walk, it spits off like 4 crystal shards, which are worth like a picocent each on the market. And then, I mean, like before you know it, I don't know. Then you like, I think you do like fractional lending of your items to other people, and every kilometer they walk, you get, I don't really fully understand it, but it all sounds great and like is on the up and up, mostly. I can't sleep in here. It's basically free money. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. And you don't have to have a regular job. What I basically do is I watch the chart and I start going for walks here, and then when the price goes up, I go home. And that basically pays for... The thing that annoys me the most about the video is not like how obviously insane the strategy is. It's the fact that like half of the TikTok explains what money is used for. They're like, we use it to pay our bills, our lifestyle. And I'm like, yes, I'm familiar with the concept of currency. Can we go back to the part where you just look at the graph and you sell it, you buy low, sell high? Like, money can be exchanged for goods and services. By the way, speaking of buy low, sell high, is the most boring market of all time. I should have invested in European energy, man. Shit has been flat for 11 days in a row. It's supposed to be at the same point here that it is here, but in the meantime, it's supposed to go, the bull run is back on. Every bank on earth is going to collapse. The Fed will bail you out no matter what. Oh, if you live in Switzerland, there's a huge liquidity crisis on Class A bonds. The bull market's back on. The Fed raised 25 points. The Fed raised 25 points. And then you just go right back to where you started, okay? Like, what? It's not supposed to just be level the whole time. The coffee really hooked you up? Hang on. Let me... How do we do? Average daily income, $38. That's, like, pretty bad for, like, a person. And this is the whole damn store. It's got, like, appliances and, overhead. I don't even have staff yet. I can barely afford my own product. How do we do today? Wow, 18% cups of coffee. How do people feel about the pricing? 66%? The coffee's like too expensive? Yeah, you're right. We should start selling Korean barbecue. Margins on that shit go crazy. It's probably why there's like 7 Korean barbecue restaurants right next to the Hanam supermarket. You just go over there, buy some LA galbi for $20, sell the LA galbi next door for $45. People give you a 20% tip for all the work that you did, even though you cook your own fucking food. Ugh. We should open a Korean barbecue joint. All you need is a couple of camping stoves, and then you're off to the races. This place doesn't suck, okay? It just takes time. -2? For what? I'm like... I like Korean barbecue, I'm just saying. It might be the most genius... If anything, I respect it. It might be the most genius business idea of all time. I went to Korean barbecue in New York. They wouldn't let me cook my own stuff. I mean, that's the fucked up part, is that I do, after all that, I want to cook my own stuff. I know what meat looks like when it's done. Like, I don't need you coming over and, draping your apron over me. I guess I should just get a snooze here. I bet today we're going to meet the Ultimate Donut staff member as well. And I'm ready. No, Korean barbecue is not a North American thing. I mean, I know that sounds obvious, but the question is not insane. It's very popular in Korea as well. But it's like, it's the same business model. I mean, like, my hot take on Korean barbecue is that it's delicious because of, like, of course it is. But at the same time, like, whenever people are like, you gotta go to this Korean barbecue restaurant, I'm like, I mean, I've been to, like... I don't want to starve to death. I'll leave the business unattended for a second. I've been to, maybe 30 Korean barbecue restaurants, yakiniku restaurants as well in my life. They're all pretty close, man. I'm closed on Saturdays anyway. Worked 8 hours in a closed store. Any Andreessen? Ooh, Andreessen. 33%. Little better on customer service. You know what? We got to get this show off the road, man. Eric, you're hired. He wants to work full time. We got to figure out how to make this profitable because we're going to be in the red for a little bit here. Just train him for a couple days. That makes a lot of sense. Well, in that case, we should go straight into my employees. Eric, you're presently unassigned. Get trained. Never mind, you're presently assigned. Get trained. Take me back to Donut City where the donuts are clean and the coffee is pretty. You know what would save a lot of money? Is like if I stopped eating. That would help out. People are talking, oh, you need a second coffee machine. Oh, you need uniforms for Snoopy's. The business makes $38 a day. It hasn't earned anything yet. It just got an employee. The employee is going to have me running like, I'm going to be like $200 a day in the red just to have the privilege of selling donuts to people who complain about how expensive the donuts are. Even, there's no shot we were ever hiring you. So like, give up. You can just set uniforms? Oh, okay. Well, never mind. That's why you need the coffee machine? The coffee machine's right here, you psychopath! It's literally right there. Apologize. We bought it like 40 minutes ago. Okay, I need to make sure we're not closed on Saturdays from this point forward. NL, do you think you could fast every other day? Yes. I don't think I would like it though. I don't see a reason to, but I definitely could I do it and still maintain a quality of life? Yeah, I think so. Okay, wake up, check your analytics. Eric has finished his training. Give him another one. My employees, Eric. Train skill. Fresh food. Eat a full meal. Right back at it. The grind don't stop. You've received a new message from NY. Oh, you know what? Because I can't afford. Right? Maybe I can afford it, but I can't hold it. We couldn't store all the expensive gift boxes. Okay, I need to lower the amount of expensive gifts that I receive. I could probably lower the amount of both. Let's just start with one box for next week. We got a lot of inventory. Ultimately, you know, I think whatever eating strategy works for you is, you know, it's a live and let live sort of situation. Someone chooses to get into keto or like intermittent fasting, that's, oh, you could just starve for 30 minutes, big whoop. If it works for you, great. I don't think it would work for me. The best strategy for me that I've found is essentially, I mean, not buying shitty food at the grocery store is step one. But apart from that, it's literally just accept that I love to eat a lot of food and then exercise more and try to keep it like reined in. That's my equilibrium is eat a lot and then exercise a reasonable amount. And then be like, oh, I can eat even more now because I exercised this morning. My body needs fuel. And then be like, oh, I ate a sandwich 15 minutes before bed last night. I've got so much glycogen, I can afford to work out a little harder this morning. Then I'm like, oh, I worked out a little harder this morning. I could afford to eat like a sandwich and some goldfish before bed. Then I'm like, oh, a sandwich and some goldfish right before bed last night. I have so much glycogen that I can work out even harder. And then one day you just die, I guess. Average daily income $77. How about that? Okay. I mean, you need a little bit more training, my friend. The stock market's a damn scam, man. You heard it here first. I mean, the graph looks bad, but like I'm down 0.002%. It's not so bad. I can't help but feel like I'd be better off just buying another coffee machine or something. Excuse me, the ring, TikTok investor. I bought it when the line was going up, but then like the day after that, the line went down and it's just staying down. So I can't do the second part of your strategy where I sell when it goes up. Do you have any advice? The number you're trying to reach has been disconnected for failure to pay the bill. Their account is in arrears. Beeper, 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 beeper. Ring. Banana phone. I mean, this is Rafi being deposed. You said, and I quote, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding. Banana phone. And then you continued, it grows in bunches. I've got my hunches. And do you recall when you said, Rafi, it's the best, beats the rest, cellular, modular, interactive, modular? On the advice of my attorney, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. And you continued, ring, banana phone. You called it a cellular, bananular phone. Could you explain to the other members of Congress what bananular means? On the advice of my attorney, I've been advised to invoke my Fifth Amendment right. Did you really phone the White House, Rafi? On the advice of my attorney, I'm invoking my... Did you really phone your cat? Did you really place a call around the world and have the operator give you, and I quote, Beijing, jing, jing, jing? On the advice of my attorney, I continue to evoke my Fifth Amendment right. I don't even know what time of day it is, man. Ten times Kamala Harris dressed down Rafi in today's oddly satisfying congressional hearing. A lot of you have been clamoring for Rafi to go to prison. Damn daylight savings. As long as I'm making enemies today, can I just say I am no fan of the clock change specifically from daylight savings? But I've been seeing tweets from people in North America this week that are like, oh, daylight savings fucked me up so bad. I'm sorry to tell you, there's a statute of limitations on using daylight savings as an excuse. And I'm going to say that it's 3 days plus or minus a couple days. Like if it's Wednesday and you're like, oh, the clock's jumped forward on Sunday, I'm still a little messed up, you got some tolerance. But if it's been 9 days and you're like, daylight savings fucked me up so bad, I'm sorry to tell you this, you're an adult. It shouldn't take you 8-9 days to adjust your schedule by 1 hour. Not even an hour a day, just an hour like once and then keep it there. For a day or two, it makes perfect sense to hold it there. But like if it's a week, then you've got other stuff going. I refuse to believe that you don't have other stuff going on. If the clocks moved forward last weekend and then you got hammered on St. Patrick's Day and it fucked you up on Saturday and on Sunday, and then on Monday you're like, oh, I'm so tired, daylight savings fucked me up. It wasn't the daylight savings, okay? It was the $9 Guinnesses. Don't blame that on the clocks. The clocks get exactly as much hate as they deserve when they go forward or they go backwards. You don't have to put more shade on them for no reason. I mean, you're still, is customer service 63? I'm going to give you one more day. Going backwards is nice. It's worse. Everybody's got their daylight savings preference. For me, I prefer what life is like after springing forward. Because, like, the morning being a little darker doesn't matter to me at all. As long as the sun is up, you know, by like 9, which it is. But the sun is staying up until like 7 or 8 is amazing for my lifestyle. It just feels better to not be eating dinner in the, like, with the darkness surrounding you. We have lights on the inside, but still, it just feels like, you know, you're living in like Reykjavik or something like that. No disrespect, I'm sure it's beautiful, but then, like, it's nice when I take my daughter home from daycare. I'm not picking her up at 4:59 and it's like the dead of night outside. I can take her home from daycare and we can go like out for a walk in the neighborhood and buy some ice cream or something like that. But definitely losing an extra hour of sleep is worse than gaining one. But you're really not gaining it. You're kind of just borrowing it, I guess. But it's just human nature, I guess. You don't appreciate an hour extra of sleep as much as you notice an hour missing of sleep. What's the latest the sun sets in Vancouver? Let's say like in July, I guess June is the longest. It has the longest day of the year. The sun starts to set maybe around like 8:30, but it just sort of hangs there until like maybe like 9:45 or 10. It's still like bright outside. It's very nice. And again, as long as the sun is down before I, you know, go to sleep, I'm feeling pretty good about things. $24 donuts. Call me Duncan the way I got 24 donuts. Yeah, let's restock them. And then put these back. And then grab a quick snack. You know what I realized? We should hire 2 people. That way I can go back to just watching TV all day. Yeah. Living the dream. We should, the thing is, I was going to say we should probably stop playing at noon, but then I was like, what is my ass going to do? Beats me. You should move your bed and fridge. People, pause me, because I'm about to go off on a rant. Why would I move my bed and fridge? Some people are telling me to get an apartment. Why? So I go someplace else to sleep and eat and shit? Just add more complexity to my life for no reason? Well, the same thing. Now I've got the best of both worlds. One of my offices doubles as an apartment. I get to sleep in a different place than I work, which is good for the mental. Other people are working around me, which makes me feel like society is thriving. It's good. It's extremely great for my minimalist mindset. Oh, on pause. 23,000 bucks, huh? Hey, you know what, Andreessen? Sorry, new phone. Who dis? I'm gonna hire Ava Moss. She's hired too. And I think with 2 cashiers, this place could really start popping, man. So today, Bizman schedule. Snoopies. I don't want this to be a Subway, okay? I don't want this to be a situation where the same person is cutting the vegetables, making the sandwich, putting the sandwich in the toaster, taking it out, asking me what I want on my sandwich, almost putting on jalapenos just because I also got olives, but I don't want every single vinegar topping. I just want the olives. And then doing the cash register as well. We need multiple staff. It's Henry Ford, okay? Speaking of Henry Ford, did you see that K-pop star who wore the QAnon shirt? Did you hear about this one, Kevin? Did you hear about the K-pop star Chaeyoung is catching heat on social media right now? I don't have a punchline for the joke, but anyway. Okay, you're Ava Moss, unassigned. Eric Hall, assigned to Snoopy's. Oh, but you're still training for another day? What? Oh, fuck. Good. Ava Moss shouldn't be assigned to a business. Her ass should be getting trained right now. Okay, should be undergoing training. That doesn't sound better. Her ass should be in continuing education classes. Sorry, I don't pay attention to the media. I'm like, this is K-pop's Kanye moment, is it? Are they going through the reckoning of like one of the greatest artists of their time, making some very poor decisions and then having to reconcile separating art from the artist? Otherwise, my ass is still listening to Moonlight, Sunlight, I don't know the words, but I hear the song in Harlem now and then, and it's moonlight. You know what I'm talking about? Me when NL knows one K-pop song. Is he ARMY? Oh, it's me. So yeah, a lot of people have been asking me whether or not I'm ARMY, and I haven't had an answer for them. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm ARMY. I would like to see John Wick 4. It's probably not going to happen. It's not going to fit in my schedule unless they have all ages showings. Okay, Eric, get ready. You look like a Coldplay enjoyer. Huge insult because I am not a Coldplay enjoyer. Sorry. So I'm not laughing at this, but yes, Lance Reddick died, which is horrendous and shocking news. Especially because he was he was 60 years old and he was in amazing shape, which makes you feel like, you know, if it could happen to Lance, it could happen to anybody. But then like the Eric Andre clip just appeared in my head where he smashes his desk and then says, "You got to get a new desk." And then he comes out and goes, "I wish I was LeVar Burton. I wish I was LeVar Burton." It's so good. So I saw it on Twitter and someone in the replies said, I thought this was from like an actual movie until I saw Eric Andre. And I'm like, really? When he came out with like his hands in chains with the Geordie LaForge visor on and no shirt and said, I wish I was LeVar Burton. You thought that was like, you thought that was from a real movie? Most media literate internet user. I wish I was LeVar Burton. Sorry, wait. Hey, I gotta call Eric real quick. It's 30 minutes before open, brother. You're working at Snoopy's today and every day for the rest of your life. We're making $103 a day on Snoopy's now, man. You're on cash register 1. And what, they'd like to work up to 50 hours a week? Okay, well then, like, we'll just change our opening hours slightly. There you go. You can close a coffee shop at 3. I see it in the city all the time. Okay, and then I'll be on the other cash register if you don't mind. Assuming that this is the right... Is this... Oh! Hey, is anybody home? Is anybody buying donuts and coffee from Snoopy's in Hell's Kitchen? Is that... We have a Minecraft villager just order a donut? Okay, I think now we're making a volume play, which means we are going to lower the price of the donut. I'm not going to put him in a uniform. My man's wearing a suit. We could get some new walls, new floors. Why your demand is static? I would take issue with that. If donuts were $4, I'm not buying a donut. If I go to a donut store and donuts are 25 cents, I'll get a donut. I'd have to be stupid not to. You know what? While we're here, I'm not worried about my margins. I would rather sell 1,000 donuts and make 25 cents off of them than sell 10 donuts and make $1 off of them. Wait a minute. Can I get a number check on that? Sounds right to me. Place me. Place me, moonlight. You can only hold 10 food in a shopping basket, you piece. That's why I only buy 10 food at a time. They're not very satisfied. Prices are too high, man. Or maybe they're too low and that's why they're complaining. You know what? Market price $2. We're going $3 donut and a cup of coffee is market price $3. Shit's going $3.25. 58%. Oh my god. Shit's going $4. $32 for a cup of coffee. Hey, Vancouver fans. What is this? Revolver? Oh, man. Ava Moss has finished her training. Great news for her. I don't get it. Revolver is just a fancy coffee shop in Vancouver. You should be trained once more. And then you know what? While we're here, what are your goals for this establishment? Kevin O'Leary voice. It's about the money, dummy. Moolah. Greenbacks. That's what we're all here for. I would invest, if Sam Bankman-Fried was released from prison today, I would invest with him again day zero. No questions asked. Really? Really? Okay. That's a paraphrase, but that's his words, not mine. Let me open up my interior designer. It's a donut shop, you know, not Versailles. So let's give it some donut shop. Oh, this is donut shop tile as far as I'm concerned. That's a classic. And then, oh, you scared me.
My legs are sore.
Your legs are sore?
Yeah. Are your legs sore?
Not really.
What is this game?
This is, I'm opening a, this is a donut shop. I'm opening a donut shop in Big Ambitions. It's kind of like King of Retail, but more open world, I suppose you could say. Hello, Tomo.
Hello, father. Hello, Father.
This guy, I'm putting him on notice. Every morning before I get on the Peloton, he just meows like crazy.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, shut the up. You're gonna wake up my baby. If you wake up my baby, you're not gonna like the results, Tomo.
You're not gonna like the results. Father. Father, what you playing? Father. Father.
Hi, Tomo. Hi, Tomo. Yeah, Tomo's really relaxed. Whoa, I should be working. Hang on, though. I gotta eat something real quick. I would like to confirm. Me when I work at the church. It's one of those classic church jokes.
You know, yesterday, you know how we have Christian Bearstein Bears?
Right, yeah, we do have some religious Berenstain Bears books.
And then our daughter wanted the Sunday school. And then I read her like, oh, it's so great to go to church every morning, and the kids go to their Sunday schools and study Bibles, and during the Bible class it was Noah's Ark and how Noah saved everyone and all the animals.
As a child, I didn't know that the Berenstain Bears were like it's not fair, I think, to call it propaganda, because like it's not, like there are Berenstain Bears books that are just like, we love the library, but then there are some Berenstain Bears books that are like, we go to church every Sunday and like everything we do is by the grace of the Lord. Some of them are like a little religious. They have some religiosity to them. Yeah, kind of like Veggie Tales. Like there's some stories that stand on their own, and then there's like a little bit of some. Let me put it this way: there's one about dinosaur bones, and I know you're gonna be like Monka S. At no point did they say these dinosaur bones were placed here to trick us. They just go, dinosaurs lived here millions of years ago, and we like dig them up, and look, this is a Spinosaur. Like I'm okay with my daughter reading the Berenstain Bears books. That doesn't bother me. Hang on, this Eric, you need a default uniform. Ava, you're gonna have a default uniform as well. And you know what? It's only fair if one person's wearing a uniform. Guess what? Everybody's got to wear a uniform. Please don't put.
You have hair.
I have very sensitive skin. Please don't put the
hair.
cat's tail, which is right next to his anus, on my forehead. It should go without saying, I think. But is that gamjatang heated up yet, or is this still?
Heat it up.
I don't know. I think it's probably ready to go. So,
You should be lucky that I didn't put it between your nose and mouth.
I feel bad for the cat at this point.
What? He loves it. Domo. Father.
What am I doing? It's 5:52. I'm in my damn donut shop already. Did I even give my employee any other training? She's training presently. Okay. Present and accounted for. We could get a stereo here. Yeah, I mean, it's not impossible. We're making great money. Hang on. Market's in the damn toilet. 0.00001% down. It's not what I think of when I see 1 to 3% risk, but let me at some point that's going to start paying dividends. Okay, Ava Moss, you're good to go. Thrifty's Gifties shipment arrived. Everyone's chilling. We're doing great. 33,000 in the bank. Guess what? Starting today, I'm not working anymore. $108 a day coming in from Snoopy's. That's horrendous. I don't know what to do about that. I would like to sell more donuts. That's what I'd like to do about that. I am going fire. Me, when I achieved financial independence, retire early because 32 small young families are paying me $3,000 a month for rent each. It's not that hard. Anyone can do it.
Say something funny.
Get out of my office. Come in here, you put the cat on my forehead. This dirty fur all over my skin real estate here. Demand say something funny.
Look at Toad's face. How dare you? How dare you, Father?
Oh, there he goes. It happened off camera, but there he goes. That is low customer service on my level. You just sometimes her stream starts, I'm like, "Are you ready to stream?" It's 5 minutes after the normal start time. She's like, "I just need a couple of minutes." Then like I give her 5 extra minutes. Her stream starts. I walk out into the kitchen and I see that her lunch is still cooking on the stove, and I just hear like a shout from upstairs that's like, "Can you finish cooking my lunch and then bring it up to me?" When I do it with a smile on my face, plate it nicely, bring it up to her, put one hand into her office to deposit it on her desk. She says thank you, but she gives me a look that's like, "Don't get any ideas about staying in the office because this is my time. Just drop off the food and get out." We got a double standard here. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I leave and I go do my own thing. Please look at customer capacity. Okay. We're at capacity on everything. In fact, we're over capacity on cash registers. What can we do about this? More? No, you've got it on everything other than coffee. You're limited by coffee. You need another coffee machine. Oh, I see. With another coffee machine, I could sell 5 more cups of coffee per hour. But I can only, I see. I'm losing half of my business daily, hourly, I guess, amortized over the entire day because of the coffee stuff. But the thing is, if I spend $15,000 on another fucking coffee maker, then I'm going to get 50% more revenue. But my revenue is $108 a day or something. So I'm spending $15,000 to make like another $54 a day. Do not open a donut restaurant. Like, some of you guys are cool. Never open a donut restaurant. It's a waste of time. You think coffee would be like the easiest business of all time because like a 1 cent input becomes like a $2 output? But like this thing, you open up a jewelry store, it's the easiest thing in the world. You just start, or gifts, you just start selling gifts. People are like, "I'll pay you $20 for that $5 piece of shit." I'm opening this essentially like out of the goodness of my own heart. It's a charity just to keep the business open. Can I sell my business? Bing bong. I'm going to keep it open just as a memory. A memory of what not to do. You want to become a millionaire? It's easy. Just start as a billionaire and then open a Snoopy's Donut restaurant. There you go. Okay, now it runs itself, except I gotta buy the damn donuts. Oh, my ass. I need a day of just watching TV. I think this is the pivot anyway. I don't make enough money to buy things. I know you're like, well, you got so much cash. Yeah, that's because Thrifty's Gifties fucking prints money. But then I'm taking all the money that, like, the goose is laying golden eggs, and then I'm cracking the golden eggs straight into the garbage can. Just for the smell. I do love your uniforms, though. Should have just stuck with the chain Thrifty's Gifties, man. You should open a mall. At this point, I'm just going to register Snoopy's as a non-profit. And then at least I can get like a tax break or something. Malls are so in right now. Me on Christmas Eve, we are so back. P.S. I am a mall owner, I guess. Okay. Canonical Twitch save. Save it up. /marker. This is Big Ambitions. And I don't know. We'll do something else for 2 hours. But first,